Kings win. Kings win 15-12 overall. What a great night, y'all. 141 to 130. A wild, wild scoring night. Y'all may be asking, why aren't you in the downtown Sacramento office tonight? Why weren't you at the game, Leo Eman? Well, I had a procedure yesterday on my toe, on my right foot. Had to get it done. And yeah, I don't want to go much into details, but it was very painful, so I had to take the night off. But I'll be ready for Friday. You better believe that. And we'll continue to bring you frontline covers today. We did the final box score, which we haven't done in a while. Again, it's presented by Bagley Tire Center. Make sure to tell them that you guys heard about them on the Cowbell Kingdom platforms, post-game shows, podcasts, whatever it is. Make sure to mention Cowbell Kingdom and Brett Pedroia from Valley Tire Center. We'll hook you guys up. What a wild night. The Kings improved to 15-12. The T-Wolves are now 13-15. They were a lot better tonight than the other night when they had Jimmy Butler right before he got traded. But again, the T-Wolves will not make the playoffs. I don't see them as much of a threat because of their very slow, kind of old school half-court offense. They don't present, at least in my opinion, that much of a threat. And then Thibodeau, again, to me, is an overrated basketball coach. He got way too much credit back in the Celtics days, and it seems like he really hasn't transitioned to this new era of basketball where it's high pace, and it just seems like even though they put up 130 tonight, their style of play is not very pleasant to watch. What's going on, everybody? There's a deep crowd in tonight. First call. Let's go. Hello, welcome to the show, my man.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Are you live right now?
Yeah, we are live. We are live.
Cool. Did you see that Willie dunk, man?
Oh, man, that was wild. Again, as I said in that final box score on Instagram, I truly believe he was a player of the game tonight. The fact that he held Cat to 19 points, I think that's a win, and I'll take that every single night from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Is Willie a max contract player right now to you?
Now, that's a different story. I don't want to take any credit away from him tonight. Had a great game. But again, I stick to what I believe in, and I don't think he's a max contract player.
With Marvin Bagley, I was happy with his double-double. Where do you see Harry Giles getting minutes in long term?
It just depends and what they do with Costa Koufos. As of right now, Costa is the better player. He does little things that really don't show up in box scores. For example, tonight he had 11 points, 2 of 3, 4 points, but he played exceptional defense, and that's what fans don't really see. All they see is, 4 points in 11 minutes. But again, it's the little things that he does that Harry Giles doesn't do as of yet. Because, as you know, Harry Giles does get beat a lot defensively, man. He's just super slow. So that's an issue that he has to fix and watch a lot more tape.
Yeah, I'm just worried with our small forward position, like all Kings fans. How do you feel about all the Otto Porter Jr. rumors?
I like him. Honestly, I believe Otto Porter would be a great fit with the Kings in that 3-4 slot. And he would just make the team deeper and better. And now it just depends on what they would have to give up. It just depends on what the Wizards are doing. I mean, they're only like 2-3 games out of that 8 seed. The bottom tier of the East is not that good this year. It's very top heavy. The Raptors just blew out the Warriors in Golden State without Kawhi Leonard, so that's pretty impressive. So the top 2 teams in the NBA are in the East right now with the Bucks and the Raptors, but there are so many teams in the West, right, where I think the Kings may not even be in the playoffs as of tonight. It just depends if Portland lost or not. I didn't check the final score on that, but, they're 8-9 right now, and it's tough, man. So anytime you can upgrade your roster, and I do think Otto would upgrade the roster overall.
Yeah, I completely get what you're saying. I'm just scared long term, long term, especially.
He's young though. I mean, Otto fits this young nucleus,
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I don't know if I want to take on that contract. You know, I was kind of,
I get it.
if you even if you look back at our, heydays of the 2000s, early 2000s, a lot of our guys were foreign players that, can get on good contracts, especially the small market. I don't know if Otto Porter's that guy to answer the question and make us like, a real playoff contender,
Right. I mean, I would go after Tobias Harris during the summer. I think he's better, and he's more of that score type guy that this team needs at that position. And again, similar players. They both play the 3 and the 4, but I think Tobias is better, and I would rather max him out than Otto. But at the same time, if you don't get Tobias, Otto is not he's not a bad backup plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So realistically, if we're thinking long term, right? And so of course we want to bring a championship here to Sacramento. I just see with these whole new super teams, hypothetically, what's our best option here? We see guys like Amon Shumpert come into this locker room, and we love that. We love what he brings, but at the same time, it's like, is Amon Shumpert the answer to bringing a Sacramento championship? I just hate not knowing what we're gonna do with the super team era.
I think right now it's just enjoying the moment. I don't even want to think that far ahead. I'm just concerned if they'll even make the playoffs this year. I hope they do.
Yeah.
To me, it's baby steps. I don't want to get way carried away. I think we just got to enjoy the moment since we haven't had much to enjoy from in the past 13 years, man. So I would just enjoy it now,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
I agree with you 100%.
What was your name?
Ty.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Take care. That was Ty, man. Appreciate that call. Great call. I understand the excitement from you guys, but at the same time, I have to keep you guys level-headed. It's a long season. And again, after the 25-game barometer, I have said that the Kings will compete and be a contender for a playoff spot. Will they make the playoffs? I can't say as of yet because the Houston Rockets are struggling, and anytime you have the reigning MVP of the league, they're bound to wake up from that slump, Chris Paul and them boys. So we'll see. As of right now, it's looking good. It's going to be a tough road ahead for the Kings. If they can go 500, I'd be ecstatic. So that is that. What's going on? I know there's a lot of you guys that are on the chat line right now. Appreciate you guys. You guys can go ahead and call in the show. I know someone else was calling the show right now, but I had to wait until my boy Ty finish his thoughts. But if you want to call back in, call in right now. We are taking all phone calls again. Covington finished with 17. Wiggins with 25 was a high point man. Towns with 19 and 11 tonight. That is winning basketball if you can keep him to 19 and 11. Willie Cauley-Stein, great game overall. He ended up finishing with 14 points and 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks. Again, that's what I want to see from Willie Cauley-Stein every single night. Realistically, Leo, how many wins this year? Nope, I disagree. Harris is not better than Porter. People only say that because he had a big game against us. I'm not saying it because of that. But again, I'm a big Otto Porter fan. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to choose, I'd go with Tobias Harris. Leo, do you think free agents will want to play with us now? We got something special here with these young guys. Just depends. I mean, it took the Warriors a long time to get a guy like KD, even though they had 3 stars already, and they are a bigger market than Sacramento, so it's hard to say anything. We're a championship contender. But yeah, again, winning cures everything, and it will definitely make it much easier, and it will entice free agents to come to Sacramento. But as of right now, not yet. This next stretch is so important, no doubt. I mean, 12 games. Again, I would love 500. Right. Can I video chat because I'm overseas? Oh man. So Caden says he wants to go video chat. How can we video chat on this? Let's go. As a matter of fact, you know what? We can video chat. Let's go Instagram. Let's video chat the live on the live. How about that? So if you want to call in, oh snap, my bad. Oh, how do you know? Is it Cadino? Call in, brother. Call in. I know you wanted to call in the other day. We'll make this happen. We'll make this happen. All right, we're going live on the live. All right. Let's see. We're going with the cool cool one. Hold up. Give me a second, y'all. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Just for you calling right now on Instagram. We'll go live for all the people on YouTube as well. So we are live right now, waiting for my guy from Australia, I believe, to call in, video call. Let's go. But we are live on YouTube right now. Yeah, see that? Yeah, I see that. Let's go. So love the type of basketball we are playing. Orange Crush 916. We can agree for once, brother. And the Donkeys may make the playoffs. Damn it. Damn it. Word. Been waiting to see Yogi play. I would. Where you at, brother? Call in. Call in. Video call, man. Video call. Let's go. Here he is. Go live. Go live. I got you, brother. There he is. There he is. What's up, man?
Hey, man. Yeah, I was just wondering. I've been waiting to get on for a while because, like, being in Australia is kind of hard. But, yeah, I was wondering, what do you think about, like, the Shump situation? Do you reckon he'd be worth keeping because of his sort of, like, leadership and the way he adds to the team in a different way to anyone else?
As of right now, the easy thing to say is yes. Again, I'm not gonna lie. I was against him staying, but I was wrong about that. And he's been a bright spot, a leader in the locker room, a great guy to be around. He's a hype man, and you need those type of guys. You need that toughness, and he's been playing really good, scrappy defense. He's been hitting a lot of shots, and it's been a pleasant surprise to say the least. And now the question is, should they sign him long term? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, that's more the question. Yeah.
I would go more for a 2-year. Give him something similar to what he's making now, which is 11 mil. So I would give him like 2 years, $26 million, which comes out to like 13 each year. I think that's fair for a journeyman like a Shump who can provide 3-and-D. Again, I still think he should be coming off the bench. So if Shump is coming off the bench, your team is really good, right? Right now, unfortunately, he does have to start because the team, and this may rub off people the wrong way, but the team still needs more talent, and they need a legit wing player, right?
Yeah, definitely.
They have a lot of guards with Buddy and Bogey, but if they can solidify themselves with a bona fide small forward, then they'll be in great hands. But as of right now, I would give a Shump a 2-year, $26 million contract.
Yep, and just one last question. What do you see for the Kings maybe 2 or so years in the future? Like, what do you see for their core and their sort of like development?
What do I see from them?
Yeah.
Well,
like for a bogey or whatever.
Well, I've said this right before the year started. I said this team will go as far as De'Aaron Fox takes them. I continue to believe that. Obviously, you guys are seeing it firsthand. I kind of knew he was going to play very well this year because of what I saw in the summer. People that I was talking to, very close to him, yeah, I'm very, very happy with his progression as a basketball player. Again, De'Aaron Fox is a star. Make no mistake about it. Now I'm just hoping that Bagley can turn into that bona fide star that they drafted at number 2.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, my man. It really means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Emmanuel who's taking the night off tonight. But anytime anyone can call from overseas, it just means the world to us, man. Thank you so much.
All right. See ya.
All right, brother. That was awesome. I appreciate my man calling in. I will share that. I will share that. So you guys can call in the actual phone line now. He was in Australia trying to call in. He had no way to call in, so he wanted to video chat. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. Hit that like button, man. There's 66 people watching right now. Hit that like button. Let's go, man. Let's get these YouTube algorithms going. Willie Cauley-Stein not qualifies for the extending offer. What do you think the Kings should do? Again, I've been saying this for the past 2-3 days. If I'm the Kings, I would extend that qualifying offer and make him an unrestricted free agent the following season. If there isn't a team, I just, in my heart, and this may be just me, like, this is just my ego talking, I don't think there will be a team that's going to jump out and offer him a max contract. And if there is, you just have to let him walk. In my opinion, I'm not paying him $19 million a season. As much as I love Willie as a person, just great guy to have in the locker room, in the community, very artistic, very, very talented. But thinking long-term for this basketball team, for the organization, I can't justify him $19 million for Willie. If he can decide anywhere from, 14 to 15 mil, I think that's fair. 13 to 15, it's fair. But if we're talking 17 to 19 to 20, I'm going to have to pass on that. But they can extend the qualifying offer. If he doesn't get offers, I believe is how it works. Then he becomes an unrestricted free agent. Then it's not up to you to match. Then it's just he has to decide where to go, what's best for him. Again, it's a very touchy subject because the Kings are winning, right? And there's relationships on the line. But at the same time, this is just strictly basketball. Willie, to me, again, $13 to $15 million player. When he's playing this well, let's put the asterisk out there. When he's playing this well, he's 13 to 15. I don't think he's 17 to 20. And that's just my opinion. But if I'm Willie, I would be asking for 20 million because you only have one life, man, and you got to get your money. So I don't blame him or his agent or his camp for believing that. Is that more of a mental type thing? Is that more of a mental type thing for Willie? I thought that was the right move when Dave Yeager subbed him out of the game for a little bit and brought him back into the game. I think now it was all psychological for him missing those shots. Willie is like, his shot's not bad, so I don't understand why he's struggling from the free throw line. Again, it's all psychological at this point. Not as bad as Markelle Fultz, obviously, but still it's psychological to a point where he just has to just relax. They're free, take his time, take a deep breath, and just hit the shots that you've been hitting your entire life. They're free throws. 12 million for Willie. He's perfect for the team, even off the bench. What are people saying? What do you think about not signing Willie, moving on from Bagley to the 5? Again, to me, Marvin Bagley is the future center of this team, regardless of what happens. You don't draft him number 2 to not make him the centerpiece of this team in terms of your 5 or your 4 if he can develop a shot. But I see him long-term as your starting 5, potentially close to an all-star at that level, at that position. That's just my opinion. Next year, a front court of Bagley Willie could be deadly, especially if Bagley could become somewhat of a stretch 4. I just kind of said that. Bagley, I agree. Can we just not signing and sign Vujacic instead? It's tough because I see Bagley as your future center, and if you plan on bringing Vujacic, you're kind of saying no. You're a 4. We're going to force you to take more jump shots when we know Bagley is best inside the paint, doing his thing, getting rebounds. I like him in the paint. He's very effective. He's very athletic. He's only going to get stronger with time. So that's why I see him as the future 5 of this team. If he can shoot a shot, even better. He can be the stretch 5. In certain lineups. That's why I would go after a guy like Tobias Harris, and you can just have guards. You can have Fox, Buddy, Bogey, Harris, or Otto Porter, Bagley, just a lineup that can just do it all, that can be so versatile in today's NBA. That's the type of lineup that you want. So if you have Bagley at the 5, there's issues for other teams because he's big, he's strong, he's athletic, he's fast, he's quick, all those good things. Bagley will need to gain 10 to 15 pounds to play the 5, which in my opinion, he is completely capable of. Agreed. I don't think he has to gain 15 pounds. I mean, I think he has to gain 10 pounds max just to play that position, man. I mean, he's going to get strong. He's going to have more girth just as he gets older. I mean, we all do. As human beings, as men, we just develop our bodies. He's only 19 years old, so I think 10 pounds is the perfect number for him. I don't want him getting too slow because that's where he gets his money, the fact that he's so fast and athletic with the second jump. So that's what I would want to keep it at. Sign Willie to $20 million per year. Then tell him to give it $10 million Bogdanovic. I'm sure LeBron does that. That's funny. Willie should be traded with maybe Shumpert Davis. Why not? He's probably going to sign with the Pelicans again. If he wants to be that big post player, no 20. So which Kings player would you like to see in All-Star Weekend 3-point dunk contest? Bogey and Buddy have to be in that 3-point shootout. It would be a travesty if they're not in that game. Just a complete travesty. Let's get automatic. What's it gonna take? John would just chill. So again, guys, let's take the perspective, enjoy the moment. The Kings are fun again. Again, 71 people watching. Hit that like button. Yeah, come on, man. Again, the T-Wolves, as I said in the beginning of the show, they're not very pleasant to watch. They score 130 tonight. But that half-court offense, Tom Thibodeau, to me, is very overrated. Shout out to my boy Anthony Tolliver, man, who did not play tonight, but great guy, great human being. Really set the culture. He was one of the pioneers, him and Garrett Temple, that set the culture straight in Sacramento. That really helped what we're seeing today. So shout out to my boy AT, man. Just being realistic, the Kings are going to get love from the NBA. Did you listen to what KD said about the podcast? I saw it. E-Man had mentioned it to me earlier when we were talking to one of our future sponsors. That's just, again, the respect that you're going to get if you win games. Winning games cures a lot of things, and people will start talking good about you. That's just common sense, though. So, again, the word does get out. Dave Yeager, if he allows his players to play, and if he puts them in the best positions to succeed, the word will get around. Now, to assume that KD is coming here, it's just foolish. It's not going to happen. And if it did, I would be very ecstatic. I still think that was the weakest move in NBA history, going to the Warriors. I will never forgive him for that. But we would say, come, KD. we'll receive you with open arms. Again, the phone lines are open. The number is in the description, guys. I don't know by heart. I'm sorry. Someone says that the Kings will not lose 6 games in a row. I agree. If Draymond doesn't get bodied, Bagley will be 15 pounds. Has Yogi Ferrell just officially gotten or Frank Mason? I mean, he should have got the nod a long time ago. I don't understand why. I mean, I do know why that happened that way, and I kind of don't want to say it anymore because I don't want to, bring up more drama and stuff like that. Oh, Leo said that, but I do know why. How long until we get Bagley starting? Bagley shouldn't be starting over Bjelica, man. I mean, Bjelica had a monster game today. Dude had 25 points, 4 of 9 from 3, plus 14, great defense, 5 boards, 3 assists. What more do you want? I mean, what more do you want? Yogi just cut Frank minutes dramatically. Yeah, I mean, Yogi's a stud. He is a baller, I think. Again, though, I don't want to be playing 10 guys. How many guys played today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10 guys on the road. It kind of makes sense at home because bench guys typically play a lot better with the energy that the home crowd provides. So I understand that, but on the road it should be a 8-man rotation, in my opinion. Who is in your no trade clause? De'Aaron Fox and Bogdanovic. And as of right now, Bagley, because of where you took him, and you kind of passed up on a lot of good players. I don't know if Jaeger should be at least experimenting with it. Maybe start him for one game, see how it goes. But why? Why would you start him when Bjelica just put up 25 points tonight? Bagley took 2 threes and I cringed. It's pretty bad. People want Bagley to start because he wanted to win Rookie of the Year or something. It's ridiculous to me, man. I mean, come on. The way we play, we need 10 deep. Start Bagley, Willie Fox. No. What do you think the Kings can get for Ben, Frank, and Scal? Nothing. Oh my fucking toe. So yeah, man. So I had a procedure on my toe. They did the whole chemical boom. Took out like an inch of a nail stuck inside my skin. It's really irritating me in Cancun. So I was walking on the beach with a very bad toe. It was painful, but luckily they got it out, and I should be watering my toe right now. Be soaking it in salt so it can get better, so I can be ready for Friday. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys so much. Again, hit that like when we got 82 people watching. We should have 82 likes, man. I'm just saying though. Why would you say I love Bagley? Like, it really irritates me that people continue to say that garbage. Like, what have I said this entire time besides me reading a comment that the guy cringed? Like, they were bad misses. That's all I said. Yeah, and I'm talking to you, Fat Baller. Shout out to my boy DeMar DeRozan, Siakam, and the most improved with Fox. Siakam is balling this year for sure, but I'm gonna have to give it to Fox. Had the same procedure done 3 times, Leo. Damn, that sucks. They said it's a 5% chance of it happening again. Bring the champs on Friday night. People are just trolls. Leo shaking my head. I know, man. Now it's time to trade back for Otto Porter. Stop. Luka would cut into Bogeyman. Not drafting him was the right move. Trusting Elway. I mean, Vlade. Oh gosh, Elway's trash, bro. Stop. No, Luka would have cut into Shump's minutes. You mean? Because Luka and Bogey would have been perfect together. That's why I laugh at that, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. He should start second. I can bring it. Teams looking also everywhere for stretch 4, but people only with Bagley in the hell learn to shoot threes. Showdown Sunday, people. Luka versus Bagley. We'll see with a better head-to-head. No matter what happens that game, even if Luka has the better game, or if Bagley has a better game, Luka is the better player. I make no mistake about it. I'm gonna stick to that, and it's just what I believe. That's what 99% of the league believes. You can ask any GM, they'll tell you the same thing. It doesn't matter. I mean, the impact he's made on that team right off the bat is really impressive. So I don't understand why the hate on Luka. Like, just appreciate his greatness. The Kings went in a different direction. I've learned to accept that. And we just got to hope that Bagley turns into an all-star at the 5. But whoever says, Luka's trash, I'm like, but why are you hating on Luka for? Like, what's he got to do with him not getting drafted? Like, or it's not his fault the Mavericks drafted him. Or I just don't understand the hate on Luka. Like, I don't get it. If anything, we should be praising how good he's been and how impressive and the type of shots that he can make at 19 years old. I mean, that step back, the only player that has hit that shot more is LeBron James. Guys don't develop that type of a step back three within like 5-6 years of their careers. This dude is doing it in year one as a 19-year-old. I mean, he's been so impressive. There's nothing to hate on. Bagley's been very good as well. This entire class, most of it on the top has been very good. So just no complaints. It's been a very deep draft. Jaren Jackson's been exceptional. Aiden's been good. Bridges has been good. Trae Young's been good. So, damn, just appreciate the class for itself. It's a really deep class. We in trouble now. Later talking about Luka. But you had like Luka. You can like Luka and Bagley. Exactly. That's my point. I like both. Oh my gosh. And this whole if Marvin played more stats, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, De'Aaron Fox is the best player on this team. He doesn't have the same type of impact. The only big, in my opinion, that makes that type of an impact from the big position over a wing is AD. The second closest thing to AD is Joel Embiid. You just can't and you should not compare a big to a wing. Period. Like, period. Stop. Hello. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
What's up?
What's going on?
I'm calling from Alaska.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. What do you want to talk about?
Alaska. We love the Kings.
That's right, man. Anything else you want to add? That's it? We love the Kings?
Yep.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling. Calling them from Alaska, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. I look at his wrist tattoo now. He is too hood now. I hear him beat. Is frustrated with his role. Look, gonna get a neck tattoo. What does Willie do with the Marvin can't? What does Willie do that Marvin can't? What does Willie do? Yeah, Marvin can do everything Willie can do. That's my point. So that's why he's a future center of this team. Yeah, Luka is good because of DeAndre. Again, man, that's just straight trash, just straight hate, man. Come on, stop. No, DeAndre is good because of Luka. Just call it the way it is. DeAndre is good because of Chris Paul. Period. Like, Leo, would you date Luka's mom? Actually, I wouldn't because I am engaged now. So let's just put that out there. Bagley has a hard time creating his own shot. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He needs other people to facilitate and create for him. I'm not saying he can't, but it's just foolish to say a big over a wing. If your philosophy is old school, a big over a wing or a guard, I don't want to talk to you. Honestly, I don't want to talk to you. It's an unfair argument for anybody, really. This is a guard wing driven league, period. It's not the big man era anymore. It's good to have a very good big, but it's not the big man era no more. Thoughts on Fultz not being part of the Sixers plan? Try to get rid of him on discount. I I wouldn't mind. I think he's really talented, and it's just a whole psychological thing with him. A fresh start would serve him well once he gets, through his therapy and the stuff that he's going through with his shoulder. Then I think he'll be solid. Uh, we better get at least 3 plays on top of NBA. I don't really care, man. As long as the Kings win. All Kings players' shots falling incredible to watch. Willie and Bagley are uncomparable. Wing, we need him. Shump, for sure, bro. What do you think about the Kings buyers? I think they might, man. I think they will make a move, honestly. If they continue to win games, they will make a move and a push for that playoffs. But they have none to lose. They got no draft picks next year. Can we beat the Warriors on Friday? I think they can. Again, keys to the game for me is turnovers. If the Kings can play in transition, and if the Warriors fall into their trap, then the Kings are going to win that game. If they can have less turnovers and more transition points, they're going to win the game. I have a question. What are Luka's weaknesses? His defense. That's it. He's very, very good already. He is a very special basketball player already. If you can't acknowledge his greatness at 19, you are crazy. A lot of people have apologized to Luka Doncic. A lot of the haters have apologized to Luka Doncic. His flair, his just that swagger that he plays with on the court. I mean, and I talked about that a lot. That just makes everyone so much better around you. Like, you can't teach that. Like, he is a leader amongst the men at that age. And again, just props to them. Props to the Mavericks for trading next year's first-round pick. And right now, they're in contention for the playoffs. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Playoff defense is important, though. What do you believe the Kings should go deadline? Who is the Kings' best player? De'Aaron Fox. It's not even close anymore. Last year it was bogey, but this year it's clear cut. Luka for Rookie of the Year so far, no doubt. If you don't have the Kings pass, you guys are tripping. What a trade the Kings can make of the buyers, athleticism. His athleticism is great to me. The fact, if you can get by anyone, I don't need you to play above the rim. Like, playing above the rim gets you 2 points. It's the same as a layup. It's so overrated. Like, I'd rather my guy have a silky, nasty step back 3-point shot than just dunking the ball. And period. I'd rather my guy be skilled than just being a dunker. No question about it. Like, his athleticism is good, and it's good enough to get by anybody. Like, anybody. He's done it against everybody in the league now. So I don't want to hear that he can't. The whole he won't be able to get over all these wings. Like, no. He has done that and much more. He has made everyone better. He's made the Mavericks a playoff team thus far. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Like, he's having a marvelous season. They're 7th. The Kings are 8th. They have 1 less loss. Again, both teams have been surprises. Why? Because of the emergence of De'Aaron Fox and the emergence of Luka Doncic. It's very simple. That's it. He said you will see the big. I'm actually wearing the pink shirt. I think the pink shirt is like, yeah. Luka's the best draft hands down, but what if he went to the Suns? Would he be as effective as he is now? Yes. If he would have went to the Kings, yes. the team didn't matter. His greatness was going to prevail over any situation because he's just that good. And it was very apparent from day one. Jaren Jackson or Bagley? I'm gonna go with Jaren Jackson. He was my number 2 guy on my big board. Again, it doesn't mean that I don't believe Bagley can be the better player, but if you have the number 2 pick, why didn't you work out everybody? I mean, besides Aiden, who was off limits, and Luka, who was overseas playing in that Final Four for Real Madrid, everyone should have been inside the Kings facility, and they managed to F that up as well. So I was disappointed. If the end result was Bagley, that's fine. But when you have the number 2 pick, you have to bring in everybody. Miles Bridges, Jaren Jackson, Mo Bamba, everybody. I don't care. Trae Young, Colin Sexton, Mikal Bridges. Like, they brought in nobody. Wendell Carter. Like, they literally brought in nobody. So it disappoints me from that aspect, yes. If a dogfight in the West, happy they're part of this. I see Epic Kings and Lakers game in the near future. True. Can we just trade Jackson for a bag of chips? I'm hungry. He's actually playing well now. Workouts are overrated. Well, I guess. If you buy into the whole, like Steph didn't want to play for Golden State. He got drafted by Golden State. Kobe didn't get – the Nets should have drafted Kobe, but he threatened that he wasn't going to play. Like, you have no choice but to play. And he killed his workout. You can tell a lot by workouts. Trust me. So, yeah. My draft order is just the same. Like, it's Luka and it's Jaren Jackson. That was my big board. But when I look back, it's like that's what should have been in terms of the 1 and 2. In terms of like the draft. Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton, JJ Bagley. Yeah, so I'd go Luka, JJ, DeAndre, and Bagley. Do you think Otto Porter's situation is dub now? Anyone that would work out for the Kings, he knew he was not going to number 1, so he sold the Kings, and he loves Sacramento. He wants to be a King. That's what I'm saying. So you don't draft someone on the fact that they want to play. You draft someone on the fact that you've done your job scouting them for years, and you've done your extensive homework, and you believe that he is the best player available. Not because, oh, I want to play for the Kings, and I'm going to go play and go work out for the Kings. If that was your highest percentage reason of why you drafted him, that's sad. Seriously, that is sad. Man, if they had an extra pick, it'd be Zion Williamson. Or it'd be RJ Barrett. RJ makes a little bit more sense, but if we own the first round pick, is Josh Jackson a realistic option? I don't think he is. I don't think the Suns are going to give up on him. Not getting many minutes like Luka. Wait until next year when he gets more minutes. It doesn't matter. His minutes mean nothing. Marvin Bagley is not the best player on this team. De'Aaron Fox is. The Kings will go as far as De'Aaron Fox takes them. The Mavericks should go as far as Luka Doncic takes them. Not Dennis Smith, Luka Doncic. So let's just get that out. Let's just get over it and stop trying to. Don't compare Bagley to Luka. It's just not fair. Let's love Bagley for what he is. He's a center who's going to get you a lot of rebounds, who's going to get you a lot of putbacks, who's going to give you those buckets that you need in critical moments. But if you want to compare him side to side, it doesn't matter if he had the same minutes as Luka. It just doesn't. The impacts are different. Period. Do you think we got a chance for Harris? I think they do if the Clippers don't sign him. Obviously, you want to stay in LA if you have the chance to, but if they don't, then it'll be a great chance. Again, Fox is a guard. This is a guard-driven league. You need guards to win championships, not bigs. You need wings. Actually, a wing is more important if you think about every champion in the past 10 years. So yeah. Giles had a great stretch of games in limited minutes for a few games back. I'd say he's gone on the floor. I'd have him on the court than Costa. Uber over Porter, no. Why does Dave Yeager always pull players right in the middle of their best mode? Yeah, man, I think that's gonna do it, guys. Is his whole, again, Fox is the best player on this team. He's the franchise player of this team. They will go as far as De'Aaron Fox takes them. That's what I'm going to end it as. I appreciate everyone calling in. Please hit that like button or that dislike button. Again, this show was presented by Valley Tire Center. We'll be having a lot more sponsors in the very near weeks. I appreciate all the support. Make sure to go watch and just leave a comment on our most recent video of Julius Randle. Do you think Julius Randle will get a max contract or somewhere close to the max? This summer, he's averaging 19 and 9 off the bench. They just won tonight against the Thunder. He's been a monster this season. So definitely go watch that video, hit that like button or dislike button, and just leave a comment. Say, you know what? I came here from the live show. I appreciate everything that you guys do as a collective unit. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys.